Hi, I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood, and this is part 3 of a 35-year-old plus cedar deck that we've done some repairs and restored. So we're starting out underneath the deck. It is an elevated deck on the back of a house, and it's had a lot of stuff going on with it. And the decision was, do you restore a 35-year-old cedar deck, or do you take it down and build a new composite deck? Well, there's a lot of life left in this deck. Even though it's older cedar had better heartwood. It wasn't like today's wood, where a lot of it was cut earlier because of the consumption of wood. Composites and engineered products have really slowed that down. But when this wood was cut, it was great wood to be used on things like this. So anyway, when we got to this deck, it had been neglected quite a bit. The underneath was never cleaned. It had green algae, black mold. It was really dirty. So what happens is they would put a coat on the top of the deck, and then what would happen is the green would just come right back and grow right up. But nobody ever cleaned underneath. So as you can see, we've cleaned underneath. We got rid of a lot of the green. We don't stain underneath. We actually want the wood to breathe underneath. Not too many people will stain underneath. If they want it stained underneath, it's usually because they're at a duplex or a shore home, and they're working with somebody who's living upstairs and somebody downstairs sitting on the back deck porch, and it's all for aesthetics. But to let the wood breathe, this is really just clean it every time if you can on an elevated deck. And then some of the repairs we did is an older deck, so we're not tearing the deck down, but just to shore it up a little bit, we put hurricane straps, you can see, around, and just to shore it up a little bit. Okay, so we did a few things like that. Over here, the steps were in bad shape. So if you look underneath, we've actually taken some of the wood underneath, replaced that, leveled it out. We actually put another support over the 4x4 post, just so that they had one over here, but it was just floating. That one was completely off on the right side, the 4x4 post. They have the red ledger locks in it. So we've got that shored up, fixed up the bottom. And that's what we did underneath. Now we'll go take a look up top, and we'll see what we did up there. As we walk around, though, you will see we did railroad ties here to match the deck. The deck was actually stained with our Deck Restoration Plus Morristown brown stain. It's our darker brown. This is what the customers wanted. I really believe that if we look at this, I would have gone with a medium brown if it was my deck. They want to go with the darker brown. I think they did that because they already had some dark brown on it before, because people had just kept going darker and darker each time. So I guess it didn't look as good, but you could have gone a little bit lighter with the restoration that we did. But they went with the darker brown. Fine. Morristown brown. Looks great. We did the railroad ties. Looks great. Everything ties in. Let's take a walk around. Now the railroad ties were all clean the same way we did the deck up top. We didn't change the product. The reason we do that is if we do something different with the deck than we do with the railroad ties, it's possible that the look is a little bit different. So if we're going to strip a deck, we would use a stripper or a diluted version of a stripper on the railroad ties. If we were just cleaning, then we would use a cleaner, and that's it. But that's what we do to keep everything looking even. So we use the same process when we do this. As we walk up, we'll see that all the railroad ties are done. These were all green, again, neglected. And they could be fixed up too, and this matches the deck. It just puts a whole nice look to the whole project. But anyway, here we come to the steps. The gate was off up top. So not only did we fix that, we put a more secure piece on there and put the hinges, new hardware, new hook, everything. We fixed that up. We replaced a few boards up there. We'll go up and take a look at that now. And if you look at the nice balusters here, they're really nice. I mean, why would you get rid of these? These are such good shape still. Everything's still really tight on these, on the railings and stuff. So it's not one of these jobs where you sit there and go, okay, it's 35 years old. Let's put a composite deck on. I'd be the first person to say, hey, don't waste your money on a deck, but this still has life left in it. So here we go. Let's go see what else we did. Look at that smooth opening gate. All right, so We replaced the top handrail here. This one had a lot of rot in it, not like the others. We did round the edges off to try to somewhat match and route the edges so we could somewhat match the rest of the railing. We also replaced a couple boards on the floor. If we come over here, we shored up the corner of the flower box. This actually over here had one step, but because it was old school and it was done a long time ago, this one, if you can imagine, from there to the deck of the deck floor, there was just one step, and it was a deep first step, and then the second one wasn't much better. So what we did is we said we could put a second step here, so we built in a second step and just tied it in a little bit to the flower bed, so now it's much easier to walk out onto the deck. I mean, it was really a big drop, as you can tell. And then again, everything up here, we stripped, we brightened, we got as much of it as we could off. We sanded it. When we sand cedar, we're usually using about 60 grit at first, and then we come back over with 100. If you go below 60 grit on cedar, especially old cedar, it just powders it right up. So we really got the surface of the deck really nice. As you can see, we don't usually come back to a deck after it's all been the furniture on it, and we see, you know, how people are using it and so forth. Here, everything's out. They love it. The text messages, the messages I got, even when I spoke to them, when they paid, everything was, they just love it. They didn't think the deck could come back like this and look like this. They had given not much hope. They had heard about us, gave me a call, came out and looked at it, and we really came through for them. So it really looks great. I still think they're going to get, you know, 8-10 years out of this deck. I don't know, but they didn't need to build a composite deck yet. So they put it off. They actually like the wood. They wanted the wood. A lot of people do like the wood. It's more natural. So there's a reason why people do hold on to them sometimes. But this is a perfect candidate. As you can tell as you walked around, these balusters look great. You don't find stuff like that in the workmanship. You see the curved railings. I mean, it's just, there's a lot of workmanship here that was really good and a lot of stuff that wanted to be saved. I'm just glad that Deck Restoration Plus, Wizard of Wood, my team, there's 12 of us that actually, you know, put this all this stuff together, and just a great job, from the repairs to the restoration, the process, the products, everything complete. So I'm Everett Abrams, the Wizard of Wood. Glad we could show you a little bit of what we did here. We're very proud of the work, proud of what we do, proud to have the guys we have working here. Helps provide for a good living for them, families, so forth. Just enjoy it. Great job by the team. Thanks for watching.